𝒟𝒶𝒹𝓶𝓎 𝐹𝓊𝓇𝒾𝑜𝓊𝓈.
Hey, check this out. Daddy Furious in the kitchen, working double time, mixing up content like he's squeezing limes. 2 weeks in one day, he's feeling pretty slick. But let's be real, it's not just the sauce that's thick. He's got the burners hot, the meat's all tender, but he's thinking of another kind of bender. Whips up a dish, then he's back on the grind, juggling those pots like he's got something else in mind. By the time he's done, the kitchen's a wreck. But Daddy Furious, he's ready to check. 2 dishes served, and they're both looking fine. But it's the after hours where he really shine. Bruh, 2 videos in one day, I'm really cooking. Anyways, y'all have been asking me to show you guys my marches and the talent trees. Now for some reason I've never showed you my talent trees, but now in this video I'm going to show you everything there is. So my marches, my gear, equipment, armaments, and talent trees included. Basically an all-in-one package that I use to smash chicks and get billions of kill points per KVK. Oh, and by the way, the reason I have Belly Prime ready to summon is because I just got him from the wheel. I think it couldn't have, wait, it couldn't have, let me write this right. It couldn't have been more obvious. There you go. But yeah, I'm waiting to see the next archers. If they are not better than my current archers, I'm gonna skip them and invest in Belly Prime instead. Because until the next cavalry, we have about 10 months. So that is a long ass time for me to wait as a Cav main. So yeah, I have the heads for it. I think by the time next KVK comes, I'm gonna be ready to instant expertise Belly Prime. So until then, I will wait. Right, now let me show you my open field marches. As you know, every KVK I'm using 5 marches, and that is my setup. So in the first slot, we see archers, 𝒟𝒾𝑜𝓊𝓈 with Hammer Prime. They are the slowest march, so that's why they are at the first slot, so they come out of the city as first, so they can keep up with my other marches. So many souls, but I hope you understand. This march is double AoE, along with the second march, which is CP Prime with 𝒟𝒏𝒏, again double AoE. It is perfect for open field and murder ball fighting. AoE is amazing in terms of support to your ball and debuff to the enemy, and also get you a ton of kills. Do you want to know what else is amazing? Is for march number 3 to be also double AoE. So XY with Mehmet. Obviously we know that Mehmet makes XY tanky because of his museum buffs, and Mehmet is basically a free-to-play version of Honda Telekatsu. Number 4, I'm using Hugh with William, second best Cav march in the game, and number 5, the best Cav march in the game, it is 𝒟𝒏𝒏𝓎 with 𝒟𝒏𝒏 Prime. And in terms of performance in KVK, the best performing march was 𝒟𝒏𝒏𝓎 with 𝒟𝒏𝒏 Prime, the second best performing march was CP Prime with 𝒟𝒏𝒏𝓎, the third was Hugh with William, the fourth was 𝒟𝒾𝑜𝓊𝓈 with Hammer Prime, and the 5th best performing march, or should I say the worst performing march because it is the last one, was XY with Mehmet. But he did decent. We also saw the reports, he was shredding people left and right. Alright, now let's check out the equipment. So starting with 𝒟𝒏𝒏𝓎, I have 2 special talents, and it is on the ring and on the boots. And now let's check out the stats. 25% attack, 15% defense, und 41% health. And here is the troop stats. Right, next up we have CP Prime, and here we got how many? 1, 2, 3 special talents. Now let's check out the stats. So 20% attack, 60.5% infantry defense, and unfortunately no infantry health because infantry equipment don't give no damn health. And here are the extra stats. Hey, shout out to the blue shield. Right, next up we got 𝒟𝒏𝒏𝓎 with only 1 special talent on the ring. Moving to the stats, so 31% attack and 18.5% health and defense. Pretty good. But as you can see, I have the pants and the gloves from the set. Now this was one of my first equipments in the game, and I made a mistake of crafting them. Obviously it should be Nawaz Control pants and ow, I just bit my fucking tongue. Nawaz Control glove and Ash of the Down pants. Fuck, it hurts. Right, next up 𝒟𝒾𝑜𝓊𝓈 with only 1 special talent on the weapon. And this was on the first craft, so I was pretty, I'm looking for the word, proud of that as a Cav main. Shut your bitch ass up. Anyway, let's go to the stats. So 11% archer attack, 26% archer defense, 12% health, and 2% march speed. Now the reason we see such low stats is because the rest of them are in universal stats. So that is because of leadership equipment that I have here. So on the boots, on the pants, and on the gloves. These 3 equipment give you health and defense, and that is what you want to have on your archers because they're squishy as hell. And the pants give you march speed. So I mean, what else can you ask for? It's literally perfect for archers. So adding that, in total we have 32% archer defense, then 36% archer health, and 8.5% march speed. I mean, just mamma mia. And lastly, on XY, I try to boost this guy with as much health and defense as possible, just like my archers. So as you can see, I have the purple weapon because it gives you defense 17%. Pretty nice equipment. And then I got Ash of the Pants and Navar's Control glove. So yeah. And also we got the Ancient Stratagems book for more troops, because more troops makes XY to last longer. Not on the bed, but on the open field. And as for the stats, we got 28% cavalry defense, 38.5% cavalry health, and no attack because XY doesn't need attack, he needs tankiness, goddammit. Now let's check out the armaments. So for inscriptions, we got Hunter, Boiling Blood, Spiked, and Focus Fire. So I tried to focus on skill damage, basically, and as much attack as possible. So basically, 𝒟𝒹𝓿 does more damage by attack and by skill damage. And as for the stats, they're looking pretty nice. I could use more on them, but for now it's good. Next up on CP Prime, we got 5 inscriptions. Robust, Spirited, Striker, Enduring, and Hardy. I'm getting 7% health from the inscriptions alone, so that is about 15% of infantry health from the stats and from the inscriptions. Pretty good. And then we got Spirited, we got Striker, which basically makes 𝒟𝒶𝒹𝓎 do more damage. It's normal damage. And yeah, Spirited is also pretty nice for more damage over 70% rage. I think it also includes the skill damage, but I'm not sure. But I think it does because I checked the reports and I think it mentioned that it does. Anyways, for 𝒟𝒶𝒹𝓿, again 5 inscriptions: Hunter, Boiling Blood, Fearsome, Strategic, and Artisan. Again boosted with as much skill damage and damage as possible because my cavalry are specialized in damage. Next up, Zhuge Liang with 4 inscriptions, but we got combo, which basically increases the skill damage of secondary commander, which is Hermann Prime, by 8%. But this KVK, I'm going to be replacing that with a Hunter. So combo goes away and Hunter replaces combo. And also we got 2% all damage on this boy, so it's pretty good. I mean, it's a pretty good armament, to be honest, I gotta say. Right, then we got Guarded, Evasive, and Focus Fire. Again, try to boost them with as much skill damage and damage as possible. And lastly, XY with again 4 inscriptions. So we got combo, increases skill damage of Mehmet by 8%, then Blaster to basically neglect the debuffs, then Defiant, and Watchman. So here we got 10% attack, which compensates for the lack of attack on the equipment. And in total, I think we got some decent equipment, decent armaments, I mean, on XY, basically making them tanky a bit. So not bad at all. And that's pretty much everything. And 𝒟𝒶𝒹𝓿, I'm working slowly but surely on my arch armaments. So here we got Striker and Smite, 2 inscriptions with very fucked up stats, which needs to be fixed. But this is one of my best armaments, as you can see. Almost maxed out rolls on the stats, and we got all damage 2%. Pretty good. So just imagine the legendary inscription Destructive on this bad boy. It's gonna slap hard. However, this KVK I'm gonna be getting Hunter instead to put it on my Zhuge Liang, and maybe next KVK I'm gonna be getting Destructive if my arch armament becomes better. If not, I'm gonna get another Hunter to put it on XY. But we'll see. And now time for talent trees, as you all have been asking for. Daddy Furious, show your trees. Well, here it is. Maybe later you can find out about my family tree, but hey, behave yourself. Focus. So this is pretty much, I would say, the best tree there is for cavalry, and I'm using the same for all of my 3 cav marches. Next, this is my CP tree. So I love a support, I love a skill tree, I love them both. They are great, better than any other tree there is. And I'm using this point because it's great in Murderball to slow down the enemy. You need that. Then I'm using this and that point for march speed. Again, great. And also, from this point, you get march speed. You definitely want to have those, especially for infantry. And we have a similar tree for archers, which you can get that march speed, and it's for Hermann Prime. This is for Hyo, again the same tree as 𝒟𝒹𝓿. Next up, Zhuge Liang. This is pretty similar to cavalry because it is skill. And I would say, in general, this is the best tree for archers. And the one that always comes last, it is my XY, with the same tree as 𝒟𝒹𝓿 and 𝒟𝒶𝒹𝓿. And for Leo, when I'm using him primary with Alex, this is the tree that I use. You can just copy it, I don't mind. And in Arc of Osiris, I'm using Juan primary because of the march speed, because in Arc, you want to have as much march speed as possible. So I'm using Juan primary and 𝒟𝒹𝓿 secondary, as it should be. So this is the tree, you guys can use that. It is the best support tree there is for cavalry, for archers too, which is Hermann Prime. So in Arc, I'm using Hermann primary and Zhuge secondary. You can join my Discord for more talent trees. And I hope you enjoyed your meal. 2 meals in a day, that is a lot of calories, so take a goddamn fast, will ya? And I'm gonna be back very soon with more cooking videos. So until next time, peace out.